15? That's very young, isn't it?
That's half my life.
What made you get involved in it? Were you always kind of singing as a young fella?
No, I wasn't actually. I was a bass player, and somebody in the band quit, and I had to learn how to play guitar, and I was lucky enough to hold the tune, so it came about as an accident, if you will.
You've had 3 albums out already. This is your 4th album that you're out gigging, you're doing lots of different press and all the rest. But yet, you're still relatively unknown in this country.
Sure.
Well, how has that happened? And you're not like abroad in the UK and in Europe. You're a known face.
Well, I've always been linked to small labels, and I've let's call them pockets of like hardcore people that buy the records in London, and there's a scene in Dublin here with more of an underground scene, if you will. You know, because there's a local session called the Zodiac Sessions, which I used to play all the time, and it's like a big family, you know, and that's the way I like it. You can pick and choose your gigs, do what you want. You're
going to do a track from your new album before we wrap up, but now you're going to do something a bit different for us.
Okay, especially for Valentine's, isn't that right? Well, she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor in a round. She told me her name was Billie Jean, and she looked at me with every head turned with eyes that dreamed of being the one who would dance on the floor in a round. People always told me, be careful what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. She came and stood right by me with a smell of sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room. Jean is not my lover, she's just a girl, says that I am the one who would dance on the floor in a round. For 40 days and for 40 nights I was on her side. Who can stand when she's in demand, her schemes and plans? Who would dance on the floor in a round? So take my strong advice and just remember to always think twice. People always told me, be careful what you do, don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But she came and stood right by me with a smell of sweet perfume. This happened much too soon. She called me to her room. Billie Jean is not my lover, 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 no.
Sounded great. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
It is the weekend of love and all things romantic. Any plans?
It's a weekend at work for me, and you too, because you better be coming to the gig.
Okay, so you're talking about your gig, which is of course on tonight in Crawdaddy's in Dublin to announce your new album. Tell me about being nominated for an MTV award, and you actually went on to win it. Is that right?
Yeah, it was out of the blue. I only found out the day before we won that we were into the last 5. And they says, congratulations, you're into the final group. And I says, you don't think much of these things, you let it pass. And then the next day they says, okay, you're the outright winner. We're flying you in the band to Madrid. It all went from there. We walked the red carpet. We met Slash from Guns N' Roses. We partied with the guys from Jackass.
So I take it you weren't going to bed with the cocoa and in bed by 10 o'clock?
No, certainly not.
Right.
We only flew in and flew out within like 20 hours, so we didn't get to bed at all.
Okay. Do you like the rock and roll lifestyle?
It likes me. I think is the best answer to that.
Yeah. You've toured with a lot of people. You've supported a lot of acts, haven't you?
Oh, I've been very, very lucky that way. Probably the best I was lucky to work with was James Taylor, who's just phenomenal. And also, even closer to home, Hot House Flowers, we did a couple of gigs with those guys, and Liam O'Manley's voice is just incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Even in soundcheck, his voice just fills a room like an orchestra. He's just amazing.
Okay, so you've worked with James Taylor, Hot House Flowers. You've also worked with Noel Gallagher, is that right?
Mm-hmm. In London, we lived in London for a while, and we knew the girl that presented a TV show back then, and it was filmed in Soho. We used to do the warm-up for all the acts, so everybody that came through, we got to open up for them, and Noel Gallagher was one of those guys. Yeah, nice.
What's he
guy.
like?
Nice guy, down to earth.
Okay, what's next for you, so?
What's next is obviously with a lot of promo work coming up.
You're going to perform something from your new album first now.
Yeah, well, we'll try and do something a wee bit more romantic for Valentine's. in a dark way, that is.
Okay.
This is off the new record. It's called Siren Song. I hear you laughing more now, singing our last rhyme stand. I get no more time at your side. Am I close to the bone this time? Maybe some nights you will burn for me. I've tried to run, I've tried to come, I've even poisoned my brains, just trying not to remember. I hear her siren song, seducing me right here at the table, into my bloodstream now, and rising, leading me to the cradle or grave. We'll see. You love me shouting your name when I was your feeling inside. You love me shouting your name to take you the extra mile. I loved you lying on our bed in the summer dress. I've tried to run, I've tried to come, I've even poisoned my brains, just trying not to remember. I hear a siren song, seducing me right here at the table, into my bloodstream now, and rising, leading me to the cradle or grave. We'll see.